Dear students, Assalamu alaikum. I hope you would be fine and fit inside your homes. As it is well in your mind that COVID 19 is putting pressure, killing people are getting infected, life is at stake, economic activities and other activities are set. Nowhere peace is seen. In these days, you need to follow the precautionary measures that are being issued by the state veterinary and health department. Dear students, there is no substitution for self studies and hard work. These virtual classes or video classes may facilitate you to some extent, but better move is to self study and to concentrate on hard work. You have to face the examination, no doubt. Your career is at the verge of, we may say, death. So, in these days, you have to work hard. And before starting my class, it is through communication skills of a teacher, I am congratulating Nadia Beg, daughter of Ghulam Muhammad Beg from Punjab, who cracked Indian administrative exams with a difference. And now it's proud moment for whole district. I simply can call her our pride. And today we are dealing with a very important topic, class 11th political science, that is the governor of the state. Because recently, the day before, Lieutenant Governor J.C. Marmu resigned from his post. First of all, you need to know what are the qualifications of the Indian uh, qualifications of the governor. A governor must be the citizen of India. First of all, he should be citizen of India. He should not be less than 35 years of age, and he should not hold any office of private. And he should, that means he should neither be the member of the parliament nor the state assembly. The governor is appointed by the president of India under warrant in his hands and seal. The simply means its Article 155 of the Indian Constitution says that governor bears appointment letter where seal and signature of the president is pasted. And Article 156 of the Indian Constitution says in 7th constitutional amendment, a state, two states can have a common governor. Dear students, all the executive powers are given in the name of the governor. All the executive powers are given in the name of governor, and governor can directly use them, or a body subordinate to him can use these powers. In actual, governor is the man from the center. He has to or she has to look the entire state government whether it is going according to the wills of constitution, it is carrying on according to the wills of constitution or not. And but there is a difference between left-hand governor and governor. In most union territories of India, you will find the left-hand governors, and rest, which are full-fledged states like Himachal Pradesh, like Punjab, like Arunachal Pradesh, which are full-fledged states, there are governors. In union territories, you find left-hand governors like Delhi, Jammu and Kashmir, Pondicherry. There are left-hand governors. So is remember he is appointed by the President of India. His appointment letters, his appointment letter or her appointment letter bears seal and signature of the President of India, and he remains in the office for term of 5 years. And before this term, he can be terminated by the President of India on the advice of the Prime Minister of India, because nominal head is the president, while real power lies in the hands of the president. On the advice of the president, on the advice of the prime minister, governor can be removed from his office. But I have already addressed you all the executive powers are given in the name of governor, but he can directly use them or indirectly by spot by a body body or office subordinate to him. So remember, 155 article of the Indian Constitution says that the governor of the state is appointed by the President of India, and the appointment letter of the governor bears seal and signature of the President of India. Article 156 of the Indian Constitution says that seventh constitutional amendment was done in 1956. That says two states can have a common governor. Lieutenant governor remains in the Union Territories, but other full-fledged states there are the governors. Remember, all executive powers are in his name, but in real they are exercised by the Chief Minister of the state. But first, executive powers. When elections goes in the state assembly, whatever the term is, the party that gains the majority forms the government. And the chief minister of the state is appointed by the governor. The chief minister of the state is appointed by the governor, and on the advice of the chief minister, the rest of the ministers are appointed by the governor. First of all, you have to remember that the chief minister of state is appointed by the governor, and chief minister is the head of that very party that gains the majority in the legislative assembly, or the legislative assembly elections, or simple elections. And he is appointed by the governor of the state, and the rest of his cabinet ministers are appointed by the governor, but on the advice of the chief minister. Their students, the governor also appoints the chairman of State Public Service Commission and also the Advocate General. These are the, I am in flash telling you what are the position and powers of the governor. In a video of 7 minutes or 8 minutes, it is not enough to discuss all the powers of the governor. But recently, a day ago, a governor of the state, or the lieutenant governor of the state, G.C. Maro, resigned from his post, and as Manohar Sena is coming new governor. So I feel it that it is necessary to share something with the students of class 11, who is governor and how is he appointed and what are his powers. On the Sometimes the president of India can dissolve the state assembly on the recommendations of the governor of the state, because sometimes governor of the state sends recommendation to the president of India that the state government is not going according to the wills of the constitution, because our governments are have to work under the constitution. When sometimes it goes against the constitution, governor can send a recommendation to the president of India for the dissolution of this resolution, or we can say dissolve the state assembly. Because it is now 8 minutes video, it's enough for video. I can't upload you after capturing it. But before leaving class, I'm advising you defeat COVID-19 infection by sitting inside your homes, minimize your physical contacts. Dear students, it is enough. We are resting on 2G, but in the end, I am once again congratulating Naida Beg, who cracked IS, because she will serve as an inspiration for us. Thank us. Be blessed.